Hi Year 4, this is Purple Group Maths and this is week 11. So this is all of your week 11 learning. So once you've watched day 1, just make sure you pause the video before you're ready to watch day 2. So this week we're going to be learning about length and we're going to be learning how to measure things in meters and centimeters. So this is a meter ruler, so that whole ruler measures 1 meter in length. This is a ruler that has centimeters on. At the top you can see cm. Let me just highlight it for you. That's what centimeters is abbreviated to, okay? So there's 1 centimeter that I've circled in red, okay? So you've got 1 meter and 1 centimeter. Now, something you definitely need to remember is that 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. 1 meter is 100 centimeters, and that's something you need to know for all of your learning this week. So 100 centimeters is the same as 1 meter, and 1 meter is the same as 100 centimeters, okay? So let's go through an example together. How long is the sharpener in centimeters? Okay, let's look at exactly where the start of the sharpener lines up with. So if you can see my red arrow, that is the line of the beginning of the sharpener and it's lining up with 0 on the ruler, okay? The sharpener ends at 2, okay? So that means the difference between 0 and 2 is 2, okay? So the sharpener is 2 centimeters long, okay? So we know the sharpener is 2 centimeters long. So how many of these sharpeners make 1 meter? So in 1 whole meter, how many sharpeners can we fit? Now, hopefully you've remembered that 1 meter is the same as 100 centimeters. So we need to do 100 centimeters divided by 2 centimeters, and we know that's 50, okay? Because 10 divided by 2 is 5, so 100 divided by 2 is 50, okay? That means that 50 sharpeners fit into 1 meter. Going through example 2, so we've got a tree here, and the picture says that the length of the tree, or the height of the tree, is 457 centimeters. So it's 457 centimeters tall. How many meters tall is the tree? Okay, now we know that 1 meter is 100 centimeters. So the way you work out how many meters tall the tree is you have to see how many groups of 100 you have in 457, okay? So we can do something called partitioning. That means we can break up our number into hundreds, tens and ones. So you've got 4 hundreds, because if we look at the hundreds column, you've got a 4. And then you've got 57, you've got 5 tens and 7 ones. So if you've got 4 hundreds, that means you've got 4 meters. So the tree is 4 meters tall because you've got 4 hundreds, and then you've got 57 centimeters left. So it's 4 meters and 57 centimeters. So that was all the information that you needed to complete your day 1 learning. Now we're going to go through day 2. So again, we're carrying on with writing length in meters and centimeters. So with our steps to success today, we need to remember that 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters, and then we need to work out how many groups of 100 there are in the number. Write this in the meters box, and then how many centimeters left over. So a bit like what we did with the tree yesterday. Okay, so write each of the following in meters and centimeters. So we've got 130 centimeters, and we need to find out how many meters have we got and how many centimeters have we got. So again, we can partition our number into hundreds, tens and ones. So we've got 100 and then 30. You've got 3 tens and 0 ones. So that means you've got 1 group of 100, which means you've got 1 meter, and then you've got 30 centimeters left over. So you've got 1 meter and 30 centimeters. Moving on to day 3 learning. So today we're looking at a combination of meters and centimeters, and we're going to try and work out what those lengths are in just centimeters on their own. So for our steps to success, we need to remember that 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. Then we need to look at our amount and look at how many meters there are. So however many meters there are, you multiply this by 100 to find the centimeters. Then you add on the remaining centimeters. So let's have a look at an example together. Let's have a look at the one I've circled in red, which says 9 meters and 97 centimeters. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is look at how many meters there are. There are 9. Okay, then we need to multiply this by 100. Okay, so 9 times 100 is 900. Then we need to add on the remaining centimeters. Okay, that was 97. So 900 add 97 is 997. So that means we need to find 997 and then we can draw our line to match them up. Okay. Moving on to day 4, and today you're going to be using all the skills you've learnt this week to problem solve. Okay. So one of the questions you're doing today says 3 children measured the same toy car. Okay. Now this first girl who's measured the toy car so Eva says that the car is 6 centimeters and 5 millimeters. Now we haven't properly gone through millimeters yet, and you don't really need that for this question because you're looking at the position of the car on the ruler. But just so you know, there are 10 millimeters in every centimeter. Okay. So Eva says the car is 6 centimeters and 5 millimeters. So now you need to look really carefully. If she's going to be measuring the length of the car, where has she placed the car on the ruler? So the start of the car is placed just after 1, okay? Dexter says the car is 5 centimeters long. So let's look at where Dexter's placed his ruler, right on the 0. Okay, and then Annie says the car is 4 centimeters and 5 millimeters. She has placed the car at the start of the ruler. Okay, so who is correct and who is incorrect, and explain why. So think really carefully. If you were going to measure something on your ruler, where would you place your car or the thing you were measuring to start your measurement? Okay, would you place it where Annie placed it, which was at the start of the ruler, where Dexter placed it, which was at the 0, or would you place it where the first girl placed it, which was just after the 1 on the ruler? Okay. So next question. 3 children are partitioning 754 centimeters into meters and centimeters. Now partitioning is what we've been doing earlier in the week. It's where you just break up your number. So in this case, we're breaking it up into hundreds, tens and ones. Okay. So let's have a look. So we've got 754 centimeters and we want it in meters and centimeters. Now Teddy has said that that is 75 meters and 4 centimeters. Whitney says it's 7 meters and 54 centimeters. And Jack says it's 54 centimeters and 7 meters. So let's have a little look. So you've got 754 and you need to break it up into its hundreds to find the meters, and then its tens and ones. So what would its hundreds be for your meters, and what would its tens and ones be for your centimeters? And have a think who has done it correctly. Okay, good luck with the rest of your learning this week.